What is up, hackers? Welcome back to another episode of Hack Crypto, where we hack all of our Web3 and crypto education. If you guys are brand new here, be sure to be subscribed, hit that like button, it gets it out to more people. And today I'm going to be talking about Ravencoin. Now, I first interviewed Tron Black, one of the founders of the #1 contributing studio to the Ravencoin project. This was an awesome interview. It was really kind of a breakout interview, I felt like, for the channel. So many people reached out after I got to sit down with Tron and also just talked about his keynote. I showed his keynote. I talked to miners about Ravencoin back then, and it was a fantastic project back then. Now, where is it today? Still doing a lot of volume. Now, why is that? People always ask the question, how do these projects last so long? And the answer is simple. This one has the right incentives set up for mining, and it has an incredible community still to this day. All of these sort of speculative traders and things like that came and went, and now it's very much a grassroots driven community. One of the most important parts about a blockchain is how it started. And that may sound kind of weird to a lot of newcomers to this space, but there was a concept back in 2017 that really blew up. It was called the ICO, and this was the initial coin offering. So this narrative has changed many times. The ICO boom moved into the IEO boom, which is initial exchange offering, and then now it's shifted into launch pads, which is effectively the exact same thing, but it is just launching a token on a platform in a different way and just wording it differently. So when Ravencoin launched, they did not do an ICO. They did not do a pre-mine, which is basically the same thing where you're having an allocation for yourself and allowing miners to start. They started just like Bitcoin started, where effectively they released the technology and began mining as different organizations that were maintaining the network. So of course, the first miners got the most rewards because they're sitting there maintaining and starting the network. And then individuals come in, and then institutions come in, and people start mining from the get-go. This is why Ravencoin has lasted this long. That's because individuals and people that with mining rigs and experience can still mine Ravencoin today. A lot of people bash the early days of mining with proof of work and say that it's not environmentally sustainable and all these things, but ultimately all proof of work mining is shifting into a sustainable way through solar, wind, all the different types of energy. People are using even natural gas in Texas and things like that to power rigs. So that narrative is changing, which is exciting to see. But when it comes down to Ravencoin, some of the important factors that I'm going to mention in this video are things to take into account as to why it's lasted so long. That's what this video is about. I want everybody to understand that sometimes in this space, it's not how quickly you can raise a ton of money through an ICO or IEO or Launchpad. It is how long you can last in the space and develop and build over time. Those are the builders that you need to be following, the ones with the developers that are continuously deploying features and building out new pieces of content and assets on networks like this. That's how it lasts a long time with your community. So 5,000 RVN or Ravencoin are released in every block reward as opposed to 50 Bitcoin back when this was released. So the block time is 1 minute instead of 10 minutes on Bitcoin on average. The total supply is 21 billion instead of 21 million Bitcoin. And the mining algorithm is KAWPOW, which allows for more decentralized mining. And the additional assets and sub-assets, issuance, transfers, unique assets, and rewards are basically like a feature of Ethereum. This was a concept called color coins back in 2016, I believe, 2015, when that was really out there. And this is what you're seeing today are RWAs, real world assets. And this is tokenization. So this has been around for a while, ladies and gentlemen. The tokenization of different assets and transferring them and being able to have that digital ownership existed for a very long time. It's on Ravencoin. It's how people move assets around on Ravencoin, and it has been around for a while. They are talking about voting and messaging as future features that they're trying to release. And my favorite part about this, obviously beyond the decentralization factor, but is just how it began and having everybody have equal opportunity to participate in this. And I remember talking to Seth Estrada about this back many years ago, and just how exciting it was to see a project like this kick off when everybody knew that you could basically mine and have that market for you to have some liquidity as it got more interest. And it really exploded in popularity in 2018, 2019, and then 2021, of course, got crazy as well. but it's cool to see the in tandem with Bitcoin. Like it forked Bitcoin, it's very similar, and it has kind of the same unit economics with a couple of extra zeros, we'll call it, with the 5,000 in block rewards versus the 50 when it was started. And obviously post having it's going to be different. But then the total supply, 21 billion versus 21 million, I think is a great homage to Bitcoin and how it started as well. The community on this is incredible. I don't know if you guys have seen this, but you should definitely check out their Twitter. And the amount of exchanges like Binance, Huobi, and just some of these insanely large exchanges are impressive. I think that there's so much to be learned about how these projects stay and how they last a long time. And I think that one of the most important ingredients to this is the community. And I have been a believer in this for many years now, following Tron Black closely after the interview that I did with him at World CryptoCon and just meeting with him and understanding how this works. It was really inspiring. So I like miners getting involved. I like them supporting networks like this. I like that that's built in to networks like this. And the fact that it is effectively doing real world assets tokenization and transferring assets across a blockchain, just like Ethereum, is like a hybrid of a Bitcoin and Ethereum. If they had a baby, it would be Ravencoin. So big fan of this. You can see there's wallets on here. You guys can download it. It's on Ledger as well. It's very well known in the space. A lot of people discount it because they say, oh, that's an old project. But the true crypto people that believe in decentralization and sovereignty and mining and being able to produce this recurring income by supporting a network as rewards for supporting a network, it's important to follow projects like this. So I'm going to leave all the links below. That was it for my overview video. I hope you guys like it, and definitely check out Ravencoin. This isn't a sponsored review by any means. It's literally a decentralized project. It's a .org. It is a fully community powered project, and exchanges support it. There's a huge market behind it. And I highly recommend just checking out projects like Ravencoin and also other ones that are decentralized from the start. No pre-mines, no ICOs, just people contributing their value to the network as a true little mini economy. So that is it for this episode. I will see you here on the next episode on Hack Crypto. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below.